How you all doing? Uh, this is Miss Pac-Man for the Atari 2600. You know, it's one of my favourite games on the Atari 2600. And when I get my Atari VCS in July 2019, this is one of the games that I'm going to be playing on it. You know, now I won't be using the actual cartridge, but I'll download it from AtariAge.com. So yeah, me and Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man was awesome. Came out in 1985. I remember playing it in the arcade a lot. And as soon as it came out for the 2600, I got it. You know, it cost me £30, 30 quid at the time in HMV. I remember there was when this game came out, there was a queue at the till to get the game, and I was lucky to get it because everyone was there to get the same thing. You know, because this was Atari's apology for fucking up Pac-Man. And did a damn good job, Miss Pac-Man. You know, it looks great, sounds great. They didn't rush it or anything like that, so it's fucking awesome. So Miss Pac-Man, I would highly recommend it. And when I get my Atari VCS, this is one of the games I'll be playing for a long time. You know, 60 frames per second, 4K, excellent. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I would definitely recommend Miss Pac-Man. Right. I've come across more people saying negative shit about the Atari VCS and Atari in general, you know. Right, this guy says that Atari are putting bots on YouTube about to like, I don't fully understand it myself, right, because I think the stuff this guy is saying is made up and it makes no sense to me, but this is what this guy is saying, right. Atari is on YouTube, right, these things called bots, right. I don't know, but these things called bots, right. If Atari comes across a negative video about the Atari VCS or Atari in general, it'll thumb down the video by 5 fucking thumbs down, right. Now this guy is saying that Atari is doing this on purpose, you know, and that it's illegal and stuff like that. You know, well, I have to say this. I've seen no proof of this, you know, and Atari, like, if Atari was doing this, they'd be taking the cart and sue it out the ass. They'd be bankrupt, wouldn't they? And the people probably behind be in jail, in prison, right? So I don't think so. I think this guy is just he doesn't like Atari for whatever reason. He hates them, and he's just saying this to fucking do damage. But this is what this guy is saying, right? Now, I have seen no proof of this. If there was proof, Atari would be in jail, they'd be sued to fucking hell and back. Okay? Now, we've given this person the thumb down, and I'm not a fucking bat. Now, he may think I am, but I love Atari, and I haven't seen any proof of this. Okay? So, that's all I want to say about it, you know? Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, now, the thing about YouTube is, right, anyone can give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. You know, it's their opinion. People are going to agree with you, people are going to disagree with you, you know. And Atari have millions of people working for them, so if they all decide to give you a thumbs down, that's their opinion. But he's saying that it's illegal. He's saying that it's a bot. And for every time one thumbs down turns into 5 thumbs. Well, that's 5 people that disagree with you, or 20 people. That's the way it is. People disagree with me. That's their opinion, but I'm not gonna fucking turn around and say it's rigged or something. I don't know. But this guy is saying that Atari have rigged it. So, like, if Atari comes across any negative videos on YouTube, which there's tons out there, Atari have that. If Atari want to give it a thumbs down or 50 thumbs down, that's freedom of speech. That's their opinion. Just like my opinion. Okay, so that's it. Okay, that's it. I've seen no proof of this. So that's that. So you want to agree, disagree? That's your opinion. I'm not gonna. I can't make up anyone's mind. That's their own decision. You know, same as everything else in life. You know. So yeah, so Miss Pac-Man, when I get my Atari VCS, it'll be one of the first games I play on it. So that's that. So yeah, I haven't come across anything else negative about the Atari VCS, but I say I will, you know. But there's also a lot of people that actually like the Atari VCS as well, but there's more haters out there, you know, because just the jealous just hate them for whatever reason, you know. No, so anyway, like, a lot of people hate me and make shit up about me, but I can't do anything about it. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's the way it is, you know. So next, this is the Daleks. If you love Doctor Who, you know the Daleks were awesome. You know, this is from the movie Doctor Who and the Daleks. This is like the second in command Dalek. You know, and the Peter Cushing was the Doctor. You know, and these ones have claws. Now some of them have the plunger, but some have the claws, and they looks fucking awesome. And the main difference, you see the gold band that goes all the way around. That is really only in the movie Doctor Who and the Daleks. Now, in the television series, they have slats going up and down and stuff, but they really made them look bigger with the bigger bumper and stuff. That's another thing that's different. This big huge bumper, you know. Whereas the television series Daleks, the bumper's a lot smaller, and it matches the shape of the skirt, like, you know. But fucking awesome. And this guy moves and he talks, but he's out of batteries right now, so awesome. Product Enterprise make this particular one. It's very expensive because the company Product Enterprise stopped making these a long time ago. So the only way to get them is off other people from eBay and stuff. Yeah, so awesome, you know. And when it comes to Daleks, these are the most accurate I've ever come across. The paint job, the detail, everything, you know. And this one is one of my favourites because there's not many Daleks in red, you know. And the black and the gold it's really imperialistic looking, which is awesome. Yeah, so, you know, if it wasn't for the Daleks, I would have no interest in Doctor Who. I like the Cybermen as well, but the Daleks have always been my favourite, you know. Before the Borg, before the Cylons, you had the Daleks, you know. So awesome. So yeah, I mean, if you like the Daleks, I'd definitely recommend it. We fucked up there, you know what I mean. We broke off the joystick with the sacrilege, you know what I mean. But I glued it back on, my mistake. So that's a thing that you had to be careful of. They're very fragile, especially the eye piece is very fragile. So, like, really, I should keep this behind a glass case, but I don't have room for anything like that, you know. So yeah, my mistake. So yeah, just bear that in mind if you're gonna get one. Just the eye stock is very fucking fragile, you know. So yeah, I mean, awesome stuff. And there's X19. There's the guard Dalek up there, you know. So yeah, we've got a lot of shit, you know. Yeah, so I'm going to end the video now. I'll talk to you later. So yeah, I just want to say that yeah, this guy was saying that Atari are putting bots on YouTube, and if they come across a negative video, they thumb it down by 5. We've seen no proof of that, and again, it's opinion. Everyone has one. Multi-million-dollar companies, if they want to give you 50 thumbs down, that's the way it goes. That's the way the cookie crumbles, you know. A lot of people hate me. I'll just go with it, you know what I mean? You know? But, yeah. Yeah, so, like, I'm getting the collector's edition. The Atari VCS, the collector's edition with the wood paneling. And I'm getting it with the classic joystick and a modern controller, you know. $374 because I live in Ireland, so I had to get it shipped from America, you know. July 2019. I can't wait, you know. I'm sure from now till then there's gonna be more updates from Atari how things are going. Also, there's gonna be fucking more dickheads on YouTube trying to fucking bring Atari down and stuff. Well, change anything, fellas, you know. But look, I said, when I get my Atari VCS, if I plug it in and nothing happens, I'll admit I was wrong and I'll apologise to all you fellas. But I don't think I'm gonna be. And I'm not going to do anything stupid like burn it or do something stupid like that, because I've got a family here. I can't do shit like that. And if I did, I'd get arrested and be a dumb fucking idiot. You know what I mean? If I did something like that. So yeah, yeah. So like, a lot of people keep saying to me, you know, like, why do you want to get this thing? Because it's not going to be able to run like Call of Duty or Gears of War or anything like that. I says, yeah, but I don't need it for that, because I've already got an Xbox One, PS4 to do that. The reason why we want to get the Atari VCS is to play all the classic Atari games in 4K 60 frames per second, and I'm gonna have the ability to download loads more if I want to. You know, plus it's gonna be an open Linux experience. You know what I mean? It's not closed like the PS4 or the Xbox One. So I mean, if we want to download Sonic the Hedgehog or Golden Axe, I can. You know, and if we can, awesome. And if we had the ability to make video games, if we knew how to do it, we would use the Atari VCS to do it, because they say you can. They'd explain, Atari have explained what you have to do to get your game approved and put on their store or for anyone to play. Yeah, it is a bit of a lengthy process, but that's the way it is. I mean, you can't just make a game pull up. You have to get them to approve it, because it has to run well. It can't have any sexual stuff or violent stuff. You know, it has to be you know, legit, like, you know. So yeah, but if we had the ability, I definitely would. And if we did, I'd do a first-person shooter, but like Centipede, but a first-person shooter version of it. I'd love that. You know what I mean? Okay, it probably wouldn't be as fast action as Centipede, but that's what we do. Or Berserk. You know, Berserk is an awesome game. We played that to death on the 2600. I'd like to see a more modern version of that. You know, Defender 2. Defender wasn't that good, but Defender 2 was way better. Like, you know, would recommend that as well. Yari's Revenge. You know. Now, everyone has said that the footage of Yari's Revenge, the new version, is fake as well. Where's the proof of that, fellas? Now, they keep saying that the guy playing Yari's Revenge on the Atari VCS's movements on the controller don't match what's on the screen. I don't see that. I'm not seeing the same video. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know? So, yeah, I'm going to end the video, and I'll make another one soon, you know, but I just wanted to give us that update on things. And, you know, like Miss Pac-Man is an awesome game. Berserk, Defender 2. Now, Defender 2 has two titles. It's called Stargate and Defender 2. I think in the States it's called Stargate, and it has you seen the Miss Pac-Man cartridge. Stargate, it has the silver yoke and the Atari 2600, right? But the Defender 2 is the other name for it, you know. Berserk, awesome. Battlezone, brilliant, you know. And from what I noticed, Basketball is going to be on the Atari VCS, and that's a 7800 game, which is awesome. You know, there's going to be so many hidden games on here that I didn't expect to see, you know. Brilliant. Gravatar is an awesome game in my opinion. Asteroids, Missile Command, Pong, Centipede, you know. Night Driver is a great game in my opinion. You know, Yari's Revenge, brilliant. You know. Let's see. Wizard of War is an awesome game. Wizard of War. Now another thing, CBS back in the day made loads of great games for the Atari 2600. You know, Sega made games for the Atari 2600 as well. They made a game called Carnival. Carnival, you listen to Carnival shoot and stuff. Buck Rogers, which was that never came out on the 2600, but I think someone made a version for it, a fan, because the Atari 2600 had loads of fans making games for it, even long after Atari stopped supporting it themselves, because it was so easy to make games for it and they were quick and easy to play. Now the same thing is going to happen with the Atari VCS. If they make it easy, if there's no restrictions, which they say there's not, then yes, we say this, long after Atari stops supporting the VCS, fans will continue. Because this is the same thing that happened with the Atari 2600. It's a carbon copy. I mean, it's now I hope I'm right. I hope it happens. There's a version of Halo for the 2600, which is pretty good. I mean, it's like Halo, except it's like a top-down view. It's not a first-person shooter or anything. Okay, it's not fucking as good as the Xbox version, of course not, but for the 2600 it's pretty cool. Wolfenstein 3D, someone did a version of that for the 2600. Now again, it's not a first person shooter, it's a top down view, and you're fucking literally just a little dot like that moving around, and there's fucking guards and shit walking around. Same concept, it's just a top down view. I think it's pretty good. Spy Hunter. Now, Spy Hunter was an awesome arcade game back in the day. You're in a car, right, top down view, and you can shoot. You have machine guns and there's oil slicks and stuff like that. Awesome game. You can ram cars off the road and all that. Now that never actually came out for the 2600, but someone made a version for it. It's fucking awesome. Now a game that I'd love to see on the 2600 is Operation Wolf. That was an awesome arcade game. It's you have an Uzi, like the arcade machine. There's an Uzi, and the screen moves from left to right, and just shoot everything on the screen. Helicopters, tanks, soldiers. It was fucking awesome. And that was made by Taito. Taito made a lot of awesome arcade games back in the day. Space Invaders is their best. Operation Wolf, Chase HQ, which is a car game, except you're in a cop car. Operation Wolf, Operation Thunderbolt, which was the sequel to Operation Wolf. It was harder. It was just much better. The arcades have gone really downhill lately compared to what they used to be. Because now it's all about in the home online gaming and stuff. Yeah, I mean, now I would like online gaming, but I just love back in the 80s and all, with the arcades now. It was all, see the Atari logo was like that, when you walked in, huge fucking logo. The sounds, the music, the popcorn, the coke, it was so fucking awesome. There was no cursing, there was no blood and violence, it was just awesome video games and entertainment. Sound effects, awesome. All that has changed now. It's it's all about sex and violence and destruction and all, which can be funny, but it's also fucking disgusting as well sometimes. Now back when I was a kid, I thought that shit was funny, because it was something that wasn't meant to be seen, But I'm a man now, and I realise that I actually prefer the old retro games, And sometimes my nephew comes over and we play the games together, which is awesome. And awesome in my opinion, So sometimes I don't know. I think I'll end the video now, because we could literally talk for all day, but I don't have all day. So I'll end the video now. There's just a few memories, the arcades used to be great. There's just fucking we live in Coolock, and there's an arcade down the road called the Leisureplex, right? Now the fucking Leisureplex that opened up 2005 or something. Now when it first opened, it was fucking sparkling, everything was brand new, all the arcade games worked. The pool tables were fucking great, the bowling alley, the Quasar, everything was fucking great. But all the time, all the shitheads, junkies and shit went down there, wrecked the fucking place. It was mainly for the family to go to, but now I wouldn't recommend it if going to the fucking Leisureplex, unless you want people looking at you and junkies following around. I wouldn't recommend it. You know what I mean? It's just totally gone downhill, and you have to pay to get into the fucking Leisureplex. You know, that's just the way it is. You know, I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, the fucking burn marks and the fucking pill tables and cigarettes and the bowling shoes smell like shit. Not messing. You know what I mean? The arcade machines, half them barely work and they're not even plugged in. You know, the employees there don't give a shit because the management doesn't give a shit. That's just the way it is. But you have to pay to get in. It's called the fucking Leisureplex. It's just like, all it's good for now is for taxi men to get a cup of coffee and live, to get a donut or something like that. Even the food in the place is crap. It used to be great because the employees actually gave a shit, the management gave a shit, and it's a family fun fucking place. Now it's just fucking, in my opinion, anyway. And I remember the fellas tried to run past the pay-in desk, and there used to be a security guy grabbing them, dragging them back. Now he doesn't give a shit. If fellas get past me and says, go ahead, we don't care. You know what I mean? Fuck, you know. Yeah, so if you're ever in Killock in the fucking Leisureplex, would skip it. That's my opinion, you know. Fuck it. So anyway, I'm going to end the video. If you like, dislike, that's your opinion. You know what I mean? If we get 100 dislikes, we can't do anything about it. Even if they are bots, that's their opinion. Okay? Yeah, but we see no proof of this. You know, I think this guy just hates Atari. Just like all the other fucking naysayers out there that are doing whatever they can. You know, so so that's it. That's these are my opinions. You know, people are gonna disagree with me. Like the person that I'm talking about, I say he'll disagree already. Like that's his opinion. I can't change. I can't make up his mind. I can't make his thing. That's what he wants to do. You know. So we all want attention. We all want likes, don't we? That's the way things go. If Atari decides to give someone 1 million fucking dislikes, that's their opinion. You know. Now, you know, Atari have done shady shit. They're not angels either. But for me personally, they've never done me in. You know what I mean? I've always had fun. Yeah, they have done shady shit in the past. The Atari 5200, E.T., Pac-Man, making cheap ass controllers for the Atari 5200 that don't work. You know, the fucking engineers even told the executives at Atari, these 5200 controllers are dodgy, they're going to break within a matter of fucking hours, and you're going to have a shitstorm of people on your hands, which happened. Atari had to give out refunds and this and that, and in 1984, the Atari 5200 was thrown in the fucking bin. You know, but yeah, and then E.T. comes out, which is a fucking monumental disaster. You know, it's just fucking rushed, because, you know, and the thing, like, Steven Spielberg said, yeah, that's awesome, but he had to say that. You know, fucking hell. Pac-Man, I think Pac-Man was so disappointing, you know. It's still playable. Like Pac-Man on the 2600 is way better than E.T. is, in my opinion. But, like, fucking Pac-Man was just rushed just to get it out. It's sold, but a lot of them were fucking sent back and refunds out the ass. So all this really hurt Atari big time, and fans lost confidence in video games in general, and that's what caused the video game crash in 1983. Okay, so yeah, I mean, Atari have done all that. They started the industry, they pioneered it, but they also destroyed it at the same time. And if it wasn't for fucking the NES in 1985, Nintendo literally brought it back to life and made it better than what it was. Rules and regulations, you know, fucking QA testing and all that other stuff, which was awesome. But Nintendo also dominated the market, making sure that no developer could make a game for any other system. But that's what you have to do if you want to be number one. You know, show no mercy and be ruthless. But Atari are trying to get back into the thing. I think the Atari VCS will be awesome. I hope it is. And I hope Atari take top spot back. But I can't see it happening. You know what I mean? I hope it does, but I don't think so. Even I can admit that. And I'm an ultra Atari fan. You know, so I'm going to end the video now, and if you like, dislike, please like. We all want likes, you know. Subscribe if you want to. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll make another video soon. So I'll see you all later. Take care. Bye bye.